Everyone, this is Mrs. Lewis. I'm here to just kind of give you a brief overview of the interdisciplinary project Gilded Age LibGuide so you have a sense of how it's all organized so that if it's really late at night and we're not together, you're not in school, you still know where the resources are if you have a question and your teacher or me are not available. So here's the interdisciplinary project guide. Even though it has this super long thing at the end of it, if you actually do libguides.st.catharines.org/gildedage, all one word, you will actually get to this interdisciplinary project LibGuide, and I strongly suggest that you bookmark this, which I will probably say to you many, many times, so just do it the first time, and then we'll both be thrilled, and I'll tell you how great you are. So have this available for you. Keep in mind the home button, this home tab right here. These are all the different tabs that we have for different sort of stages that you'll go through. And the home page, I think, gives some really good information. One is there's a video, this video, that kind of explains all the pieces of it, but it reminds you what we can do for you as the librarians. If you're having trouble finding what you need and you need to brainstorm keywords, or we can help you maybe think of things that you haven't gone ahead and done. You want somebody to double check your citations. If there are specific books that you have found on Amazon, we can check the local university libraries to see if they have them there for you to check out and get you what you need in terms of paperwork to do that, or we can buy them for the library if we think other people will go ahead and use them. If you found something and it's in a reference work and you only need a piece of it and you don't know how to copy or scan something, we will teach you how to go ahead and do that. And sometimes you just need to vent, or you need a pep talk, or you need to be reminded that all this hard work is for something good. And if your teacher's not available and we can go ahead and do that. And we have the really good tissues if you get super emotional. So we're there for you to go ahead and do this. Choosing the topic is the first section that you'll be working on. So we've got a list of the two major reference sources that we have behind the desk for you to go ahead and copy or scan sections that pertain. We've also here got some reminder videos about how to use the History Study Center as well as the historical newspapers to help find a topic, and a reminder about the difference between primary, secondary, and tertiary sources and how they can all be really useful in different ways for your project. Then once you've got that piece of it, you're ready to kind of delve in and find more specific sources. So we have a brief video on how to find various secondary sources, and we even have some links to some really specific places to go and look for secondary sources that can be useful if you don't just want to use the general search, which searches all of our databases in our catalog at the same time. Sometimes doing a specific search in a single database is more useful. Similarly, the primary sources, it's the same way. I've got a brief video of me showing you how to go ahead and use historical newspapers in a more detailed way, as well as our new database, American Periodicals, which I think is going to be a huge help to a lot of people in the course of this project. So if you need a reminder on how to get there and use those, you have it. Similarly, when you're actually getting to that point of citing everything, and we strongly encourage that you cite things as you find them if you really have a source you're going to be using. This is just that reminder with Noodle Tools that first you say, where did I find it? And then what was the source born as? And we're always happy to help check these for you. Similarly, this is a terrific little video about how you go ahead and do in-text citations. I know that seems so straightforward and you've done it a million times, but depending on how complicated the source is, some of those database articles or websites can get kind of tricky in terms of what to put in the parentheses, and this will give you some guidance about that. Similarly, a lot of people struggle with summarizing and paraphrasing, and I really like this video. I think it does a good idea showing you how just changing a couple of words doesn't cut it, and you need to go ahead and make things a little bit more original, and it gives some examples that I think are so much more useful. And then sort of along those lines, lastly, if your teacher is using Turnitin for your draft to go ahead and help you triple check and make sure that you've cited everything that needs to be cited, and you've never used it before, this is the videos on how to create a user profile as well as submitting a paper. And I also have the information for the library Dropbox, which is always available to anybody who wants to run something through just to double check and make sure that they have all those highlighted portions properly cited. So that's the overview of the LibGuide. Be sure to let me know if you have any questions, and we will go ahead and help you, because remember, our motto in doing research is that you are never, ever alone. There's always a friendly librarian or teacher nearby who wants to help. So good luck.